If you've spent any time in the city of East Providence, you will know that there are many incompetents that come across us. And the way they are dealt with generally is they get shunned by their other members and they sit idle for the rest of their term. I don't think a recall provision, we don't need any more circuses in this city. We've had plenty. I am not a fan of an extra recall provision for our city.
Mr. Russo.
First of all, we have a recall provision in our city, which the Charter Review Commission passed and was adopted by the voters by an overwhelming percentage at the last special election. I drafted the initial draft of that provision, which the Charter Commission approved. I am in favor of that recall provision, which is now online.
Mr. De Silva.
And I also favor the recall provision. The recall provision that we have currently is for anybody who should be convicted of a crime, a felony, misdemeanor, or a code of ethics violation. So if anyone were to be guilty of something like that, then they're subject to recall. Subject to recall for poor performance is what the question was about. I don't agree with having a recall for poor performance, because your idea of poor performance may not be this person's idea of poor performance, and you don't need a circus, like Christy Rossi mentioned, of people just arbitrarily asking for a recall because they want to ask for a recall. You have the opportunity for a recall every 4 years.
Thank you. Mr. Quattrucci. Oh, yeah, he gets a chance first. Mr. Quattrucci, recall provision.
The what?
The recall, to be able to recall elected officials. Are you in favor of it?
Yeah, I would be in favor if they were doing, if they were doing the job as they were supposed to.